All right. Good morning, PTana's Daily Show. Happy Monday morning. Hope your Memorial Day is off to a good start. Hope you're having a good holiday weekend so far. My name is Alan. I'll be your host today. Sue Vice, faculty member in our fitness athlete division. Today we are here on Memorial Day, of course, Memorial Day 2020. A little bit different than Memorial Day than we're used to for probably our whole life. So we'll talk a little bit about veterans issues, a little bit about kind of what's going on and kind of how it all plays together and the role that the physical therapist can play in what's going on right now. So I think it will help if we talk about kind of the socialization that we're used to, especially as military members, as our veterans are used to, and kind of explain just how much socialization happens, and then when that goes away, the effects that somebody can feel, which is, I'll argue that's what we're feeling right now, kind of as a whole, as a country, as a planet. So typically, in the military, you're going to wake up early. You're going to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning. You're going to put on your workout clothes, which are incredibly short shorts. If you've been, especially in the Army or the Marine Corps, you've probably wondered, why are these shorts so short? But some shorts and a t-shirt, and you're going to do some things like calisthenics and go for a run and work out for maybe 60 to 90 minutes every single morning, usually 5 to 7 days a week, and you're going to work out together. So you're going to wake up in the barracks where you are living with other soldiers, Marines, whatever you happen to be, oftentimes 4 to 8 people, to kind of a dorm room style where you're sharing a living room, sharing a kitchen, sharing a bathroom. Wake up, go downstairs, work out together. So you're living together, you wake up, you go downstairs, you work out together for an hour and a half. Then you are going to go back to your dorm, your barracks, you're going to change, and you're going to go eat breakfast together, and then you're going to actually start, quote unquote, start the day. It might be 8 or 9 a.m. at that point. You've already spent 4 or 5 hours together doing a whole bunch of stuff, but you're going to officially start the work day at maybe 8 or 9 in the morning, and that might look different depending on your job in the military. It might be an office job, where you might be doing, stuff on a computer in kind of an office setting. If you are a combat type role, you are going to be maybe doing more physical stuff. You might be going for a ruck march. You might be going to shoot your gun and train on marksmanship, something like that. And so you're going to spend the rest of the day together. You're going to stop. You're going to eat lunch together. You're going to go to the mess hall or have field rations together. Spend the rest of the afternoon doing your job or training some more together. Finish for the day. Usually go back to the barracks, change out of your uniform, and then surprisingly, most of us would think, I would not want to see those people. I've spent 12 hours hanging out with those people. I would want to get away from them. But usually what happens is you change, into civilian clothes, and you might go to the gym and work out again. You might go see a movie. You might go grab dinner. You might go out in town if you are not deployed, and hang out some more, hang out the rest of the afternoon and evening before doing it all again. So really spending the entire day, with folks in your unit, maybe the same 5 to 10 to 15 people all day, every day. That gets ramped up a lot more overseas on deployment, where you are stuck together, going out on missions and literally spending 24 hours a day together, living much, much closer together. And then what happens is when you get out, that all stops, right? It's just like a plug is pulled. You go back to civilian life, and you maybe live alone, and you maybe work a job where you don't interact with other people. Maybe even you work from home or something like that, and you get that socialization plug pulled. And we see that's the biggest cause of what we see with what's going on with veterans health. Looking at the numbers that were just published this year, it takes the VA a couple years to get this data out because that healthcare system is so huge, but they have the data up to 2019 now, and we see not much has changed. So last year I talked about the data from the 2016 report. This year, really not that much has changed. Still, veterans commit suicide at a rate of 150% compared to non-veterans. Still about 20 a day, 16.8 to 20 a day. So not much has changed in really decades, and made that argument last year that it's really about socialization. And I think all of us now, with what's going on with COVID-19, can appreciate that a lot more. That when we have that plug pulled and we're not able to socialize, it can be really easy to slip down that slope and start to feel down in the dumps and start to feel that depression and anxiety creep in that maybe before in your life you had never even felt what that was like, and you could not relate to somebody like a military veteran. And so this year, I think it's even more important to stay social in any way that we can. Whether that's, online happy hours with your friends, doing class workouts and group workouts on Zoom with your friends or people from the gym, whatever way we can get it, we should try to get it. This is a really good time too to reach out to those veterans. A lot of folks reach out to me and tell me they have a single veteran in their life, usually a family member or a close friend, or even a group they're trying to reach, and they say, I just don't know how to connect with them because we've had such a different experience. But I think COVID-19 has changed that a lot. I think now you have a lot more feeling of what's that's like to feel like no one understands, to feel socially isolated, which can be a weird feeling in a big country where there are people living all around us, but still to feel socially isolated, which is definitely something that we're all going through right now, and a feeling that we can all relate to. I think it's very interesting to live in a really dense suburban neighborhood and not have seen your neighbors for months. It was my niece's birthday party on Saturday, and our governor just allowed us for the first time in 3.5 months to gather in groups of 10. So we're able to have her birthday party. And I was talking to my sister, and she said, this is the first time Madeline has played with the neighbors since this started, almost 4 months ago. And so these are, girls that literally, they could reach out through their windows and touch each other because the houses are so close together, but they haven't left the house in that many months. And just the impact that can have on a human being, we're definitely seeing that. We're seeing people start to get very aggressive and kind of combative with being forced and told to be socially isolated for so long. And now I think we can all appreciate the effect that has on somebody, and that definitely shows up in our veteran population. So I'd encourage you to continue to try and socialize any way you can. Involve your patients, involve your clients any way that you can. It doesn't have to be virtual telehealth PT. It can be having a once a week, social hour on Thursday where you just go live. And I've seen a lot of clinics do things like Friday night cooking, like, hey, I'm stuck at home, you're stuck at home, I'm going to go live on the clinic social media and talk you through, how to sear a steak or something like that. And just that little bit of socialization can go a long way. And push that with maybe the veterans groups that you're trying to break into, or that you already know a little bit about. Try and reach into those groups. I know that I'm in one through the University of Michigan that's just a veterans coffee hour, and it's every morning, and it's kind of replacing that time around the coffee pot that folks would have at their job when they're grabbing their coffee. That 15 minutes of catch up. Hey, how's the family? That sort of thing. And it's surprising how many people jump on there just to kind of BS and talk for a few minutes on Zoom. And you'd think like no one wants to do that. And people are tired of Zoom. No one wants to get on Zoom, but you'd be surprised how many people will still jump on just to talk to each other. I'm amazed at how many gym members still jump onto our Zoom to work out with us. It truly is about the social component more so than anything else. So just keep in mind how important that is. Make sure you're trying to get that in as much as you can. As we start to open back up, hopefully we don't have to do this too much longer. But reach out to those people as well. Always wrap up by encouraging you to reach out to that veteran in your life that you may know, and just say, hey, how are you doing? Especially in this time. Hey, how's it going? Do you want to jump on a call or do anything social? Like anything is better. Doing anything is better when you're doing it with someone you know or your friends, right? Whether it's cooking or drinking is definitely should be better done with people than alone. Playing video games, like whatever. It's always done better social than anything else. So keep it social. Hopefully you're able to do Murph today. I know a lot of folks in the CrossFit community are really upset at this is kind of a tradition. It's been a tradition for, almost 2 decades that, Monday, Memorial Day, go do Murph and then go do your Memorial Day stuff. And we're not getting to do that this year the same way that we always have. So there's a lot of frustration in the CrossFit community. But if you're going to hit Murph, get it in any way that you can. Reach out to a veteran in your life and try to find ways to get social with your patients, your clients, and even your friends and family. If you're not doing, weekly calls with your family, make sure that you try and start that, right? Make sure you're that person that says, hey, let's do a family FaceTime on Thursday nights or something like that. And just how much better you feel after getting that little social boost, even once a week, how much better you can feel. So happy to be a resource for you. A lot of folks always reach out to me and after this and throughout the year and say, hey, I have a veteran in my life and I'm trying to help them. They seem to be really struggling. I'm happy to help you with that. But my answer will always be the same. Try and get them connected. Get them connected in any way that you can. Get them connected with another group of veterans. Get them connected with a gym. There's always a little sub clique of veterans within every gym that use a lot of acronyms and words that nobody else understands. They're always like off in the corner and they're usually foul-mouthed, but get them connected with that gym. They'll find that group very quickly. Get them connected with those veterans groups that exist in the community. There are so many resources for veterans that go untapped. Every community has resources for veterans, every state, of course, the VA, and on the federal level, there's a ton of resources, but every individual community has resources that you can link those people to. So get those folks linked up. And if anything else, invite them over to the garage to come work out with you, because you know the effects that exercise can have on feeling better and on things like depression and anxiety. So get those folks plugged in. So I hope you have a great Memorial Day in any way that you can. Hope you're able to do Murph. We'll see you all next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the PT on Ice Daily Show. If you enjoyed this content, head on over to iTunes and leave us a review. And be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at the Institute of Clinical Excellence. If you're interested in getting plugged into more ICE content on a weekly basis while earning CEUs from home, check out our virtual ICE online mentorship program at ptonice.com. While you're there, sign up for our Hump Day Hustling newsletter for a free email every Wednesday morning with our top 5 research articles and social media posts that we think are worth reading. Head over to ptonice.com and scroll to the bottom of the page to sign up.